As many regional Queensland towns battle water discolouration, there has been growing concern on the health effects of manganese in our drinking water, particularly for bottle-fed babies and pregnant mothers. CQ University water expert Dr. Adam Rose has been researching water in regional Queensland for more than a decade and says if your tap water is discoloured, it would be wise to drink bottled water until the problem is resolved.
So with the metals, so the manganese, we found that manganese behaves in certain ways depending on rain events. So it's looking wet today. If we get a lot of rain today, that'll flush the manganese out of the system, so to speak. If we get a little bit of rain upstream and it doesn't flush it, it just moves that water downstream, that's when manganese becomes an issue for our treatment operators. So manganese, it's the 12th most abundant element on Earth. It's used in construction of some alloy metals, particularly in pipes, and it's found in your bedrocks, your soils, and a lot of your organic matter, like leaf litter and stuff like that. The guideline levels are actually, for health in Australia, are actually 5 times higher than aesthetics. So usually it's coming through at really low concentrations. It's just after those rain events, when you get a bit of that dirty water through the system, pregnant mums and bottle feeding infants, they're a bit more at risk. They've shown with pregnant mums that they have a correlation with growth restriction in the womb. And when bub's born and bottle fed, you're getting the combination of the manganese in the water, which isn't high, plus the formula. So the combination of the two is potentially damaging. Manganese is a bit of a problem for water providers, again, usually because of the aesthetics. But it's a lot harder to get out of solution than, say, iron and other metals. So it takes a lot more energy to get that manganese to precipitate out. So if we can understand how that manganese moves throughout all the different catchments, then we can put plans in place for when rain events happen, that the treatment plant's ready, and they might add in additional oxidation steps. I suppose we're always concentrating on the atmosphere or the reef or the farms, when in actual fact our rivers, like the one behind me, they're the most degraded ecosystems in the world. And so we really need to start looking at getting these systems, the water cycle, back to some type of normality to give the treatment guys, if we give them better water coming in, then we'll have better water coming out. If we're going to do anything about climate change regionally, we have to start with our rivers and creeks. That people talk about the climate war that we're in. In war, you have weapons, and the only weapon I think we should be giving our regional folk is water. So slow the flow and give back our rivers some H2O.